Howdy folks, Rob MaximumRD here, and you see before you three beautiful Dreamcast consoles. The reason I pulled these out of the closet was because I came across a thread on the Atari Age forums by someone who goes by the username of daytonausa, and he had given information about the Rev0 Dreamcast, which I'm assuming stands for Revision 0 Dreamcast. These were the models, as you might suspect, that were the ones that were the initial run of Sega Dreamcast consoles. Rev0 models have some interesting features that make them a little different from the ones that came out afterwards, which we are going to take a look at mostly today. If you yourself want to determine if you have a Rev0 or Revision 0 model, there's a couple easy ways to tell, and I'll touch on that in a moment. But first, let's take a look at what we have here and what the differences are. And well, let's just get right to it. Okay, first let me just get the tripod at a good angle for you, so we don't have to go through any more of this annoying movement. That'll do. That'll have to do. Alrighty, so we'll take a look, starting with my newest model, which is this one. Manufactured November 2000. It's a Revision 2 NTSC unit, manufactured for use in the USA. Actually, all these models are NTSC US distributed models. This one, made November 2000, was actually manufactured in China. Okay, this is my second oldest model, made in May 1999. Oh, sorry, got my revisions mixed up there. This is my second oldest model, made in March 2000. It is a Revision 1 model, made in Japan. And my oldest model, which does happen to be a Revision 0 model, manufactured May 1999. This one also made in Japan, but being a Revision 0, it is one of the first run or batch that hit the market. We have some excitement going on outside. And here I'm going to pop the lid off. I had removed the screws from all of them previously, so I'm going to show you some of the differences. Now, I did not disassemble it all the way down to the circuit board, or like the main board where the GPU and CPU reside, because frankly I don't want to take it apart to that degree. I'm not very good at these things. I'm quite clumsy, and I don't want to break anything. So basically I just remove the lids, and enough to show you mostly the differences. And I have links and more pictures and articles in the details of the video description if you want to know more. But this should get you going. Alright, so for the November 2001 Revision 2, have a look right there. And this is probably what most of you, or a lot of you, would recognize. Notice it's all plastic around the GD-ROM unit. You have the black, standard black fan right there. Not too much different. Okay. And then with this March 2000 Revision 1 model, made in Japan, you have pretty much, it looks the same, except you'll notice around the GD-ROM unit you have this metal base. Okay, now this one says Samsung, made in China. Made in China, so the GD-ROM assembly appears to have been made in China, even though the actual unit says made in Japan. That's revision 1. And once again, you have your standard black fan right there. Okay. Now, here's the one. The revision 0 early model, 1999 May, manufactured in Japan. And here's the noticeable, or I should say notable differences. This GD-ROM assembly says made in Japan. Okay, those ones are said to be a little bit more reliable. The first run in general of this console should be probably a little bit more reliable. And here's the major difference. A metal fan, or at least the frame or surrounding parts of the fan are metal. The fan itself, of course, is still plastic, the black plastic there. And this heatsink right behind it. You have a heatsink, and it'll be hard for you to see. I'm going to get a little closer in a minute, but if you look at the near the top and the bottom of this heatsink, if you were to look straight down, right there, you can just barely see a little pipe connected to each one. And again, in my video description, I've linked to a picture with this unit where the GD-ROM is removed. All the shielding is removed, all the metal plating, and you can see that those pipes connect to two areas on the board, one covering the GPU and the CPU on the board. So that's revision 0. Again, with the GD-ROM manufactured in Japan and the better overall cooling system with the heat sink, heat pipes, and metal fan, a better cooled system overall. So if you've got one of these, whether you know it's a Japanese model or a US model, if it's a revision 0 and it has those characteristics and it's working, you know, you might want to hold on to that one, because it's you know, part of the first run and very well constructed with slightly more interesting components. Alright, so that's pretty much it. What I'm going to do right now is just slap on the macro lens of my cheapo camera. So just bear with me a moment as I do that. Because what I would like to do, although I'm too much of a coward, too much of a chicken, to completely disassemble the revision 0 model, I'm hoping if I... There, that's the top of the heat sink right there. Okay, and I'm going to shine the light in here. It's a pretty strong light. I'm hoping I can just get it at the right angle. It's so tricky. Probably not. I don't know guys, can you see it? Probably not. Right at the bottom, like if you go right down, that's the actual pipe that's connected to the heatsink. But that's as close as I can get with this piece of crap camera. So sorry about that once again. That's the best I can do. Yeah, so that's it. That's the 3 models of the Dreamcast. Revision 2, Revision 1, and good old Revision 0 with the metal cooling fan. And just, I'll let you know right now, the easiest way to tell, let me throw the lids back on here, because you don't have to take the cover off. You can simply, as Daytona USA had mentioned in the thread, just pop those all back on. I actually like this one, my favorite, because someone had replaced the lid with this neon lid, and also neon lime green modem cover there. Oh, it's just like weird different looking systems. But anyways, for that information on the revisions, you need only look at this sticker on the bottom of each model. And actually, I'll get close there again. And in the bottom right hand side, as you can see, There you go. That's the magic right there. NTSC U. All of my models say this, but just to the left of that is a circle, and that circle in there, right there, is your revision number. So, as I said, that's number 1. Revision number 2. And the one with the metal heat sink and fan, revision number 0. So that's the easy way to tell if you have a revision 0. The other way is, if for some reason that sticker is scratched off or whatever, simply look at the side of the Dreamcast, and if you see that, you can get the lighting just right there, you'll see the edges of the fan having a metal frame. Right, if I can get it just right. I apologize, folks. It's the best I can do with this camera. But believe me, with your eye, you can see it a lot clearer, and you can tell that it has a metal framed fan inside. You see the silver along the edge there. So even if your sticker's scratched up and you can't read it anymore, you could always tell that way. Whereas with the every revision afterwards, you had just the pure black fan, and all you're going to see is darkness if you look through those vents right there. Alright folks, so that's it. Again, check out your Dreamcast you have lying around. You might have a revision 0 system. The early run with the heatsink and metal pipes there. Hold on to it if it's working, because I think they're kind of cool, just because they're not as common. Alrighty, so again, more details and information in the threads and the links that I will add to the video description. Rob, MaximumRD out. Thanks for watching.